My city, baby.
That's why I got the jersey, so I could say that.
If only he could rap like Dame Lillard, we'd be all right.
Oh, gross.
You didn't shoot like Dame Lillard?
That too. Whoa, what do you mean gross? Have you listened to Dame's rap?
I don't know. Does he have bars?
Yeah, he spits fire.
Oh, does he spit hot fire?
He spits hot fire.
Does he rip any rhyme?
What does he rap about? Is he from Oakland?
Yeah, he's from Oakland.
Yeah, he's seen some shit.
Yeah, he's probably seen some shit.
I mean, E40. E40 is my favorite Oakland rapper. Other than Living Legends came out with a new single.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, and they're going to release an album soon. And in the new single, they talk about how they're going to go on tour. So
that's awesome.
It happened this week.
Throw your motherfucking hands up.
We're going to throw our hands up.
Throw your hands up. 5 hours later, I can't throw my hands up.
We're going to keep throwing our hands up.
Throw your motherfucking hands. I can't throw my hands up anymore.
Literally can't lift my hand above my shoulder anymore.
That was a fun concert.
Bones is good.
Hello,
hey, you're mad at me, aren't you? I know.
That's my fault.
Sorry. It's okay. Hop in.
Deep breath.
It's your stuff. It's your stuff.
Deep breath.
I know you're mad at me. Yeah.
I'm so mad I could break this door immediately.
Please don't do that. Just what'd you do at the mall, man? What'd you do at the mall, Em?
Can I have a hug?
And there goes Emerson.
And there it is.
You know, I kind of would seem try to break that door immediately.
You would have enjoyed that? Yeah, you guys would have enjoyed that.
Yeah.
When the door is broken.
It's a hollow door, man. It's an interior door.
That's it. That's gonna break that door.
The hardest part would be if you actually did break it, finding the exact replica door.
Yeah, exactly. No, it wouldn't be hard. Just go to a
Home Depot.
Costco or something.
Home Depot.
Yeah.
Sure, you can get it at Home Depot. I don't know if we'll have time.
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah.
There are no more stores.
What? They closed Bed Bath & Beyond?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Well, not all of them, but yeah. The one.
I know this is way off topic, but that Christmas gift you got me,
Yes,
Lisa and Kevin both really enjoyed it and wondered where you got it because they were thinking about getting my brother-in-law Ryan one for his birthday.
Did you tell them sharper image?
I sure did.
And how'd they respond to that?
Kevin laughed. Lisa kind of looked at me like, sharper image.
Sharper image. I do want my image to be sharper.
I don't know.
Just got to tighten it up a
She was
little
like,
bit.
how does it work? And I was like, I'll show you. And
Just need to put my image in a pencil sharpener, and everything will be fine.
the Living Legends, man.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That is awesome. I'm excited.
I enjoy them.
Yeah, me too.
I enjoy them, yeah.
The new singles.
We need to go see them with Matt Miller.
Yes, that's what we will
I
do.
want to tag along on that.
Him and Jeremy Heiberger and Kyle Lucas.
Can I tag along? No, or is this just like you? Will and I will get our own tickets. And we'll run into you there because you really hesitated on us coming with you.
No, I'd love for you guys to come.
He doesn't want
No,
to.
I really
He
should.
doesn't want
No,
to. We're
I
going to
do.
crash that party.
No, I want you guys.
Well,
I just hope they
I'm going
play.
to come in like a wrecking ball.
I hope they play in the Springs again because that was awesome.
Wow, the Springs would be golden.
Yeah, saw them at the Black Sheep. It was so cool.
They should just play in that new arena on campus.
Yeah, that Ed Robson.
Yeah.
Oh, I went there yesterday for Woodland Park High School hockey game.
Oh, that's what's going on there?
Oh yeah, hockey games.
Yeah,
I
I
drove
drove by there.
Play a lot
a lot of hockey games there.
Hockey.
Dave and I missed each other by mere minutes at the monkey business.
You ever been there?
Dave, that's also what we talked about. Do you remember me telling you that was it monkey business?
This is why I need my phone because I would love to read you guys the text that I sent Liz from Monkey Business.
Oh my God. Sophie and I
I'm
got
gonna
there.
go get my phone.
Yeah, Sophie and I got there like at 9:15. And I was like, oh, this isn't bad. It's Saturday, it's 9:15. They opened at 9, right? I'm like, it's a bunch of little kids.
I'll be right back.
About
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
10 o'clock. A bunch of little shit showed up. And I don't handle that well. I get it. I'm a camp director, but that's different because people are paying me to watch their children, so I'm in charge.
That's true.
So when I see a kid do something stupid, I could be like, hey, no.
Yeah.
I did raise my voice at one kid.
What's he doing?
He was kicking Dorothy's like, she's small, and there's a bunch of small kids on this little like open area playing in cars, and he kicks this like, it's a softer ball, but he kicked it really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey, watch it. He goes, I'm trying to get my mom. I was like, I don't care. And then his mom kind of gave me a dirty look, and immediately the kid turned around and kicked it and nailed another kid in the head. And she was like, time out! And I was like, like this is monkey business isn't for you to sit on your ass so your kid can play. Like, you got to
be involved a little
bit. It's
bit.
like a dog park for children.
You're right.
That's what it is.
It's like a dog park
for children. It's what it is. And what do you do at a dog park? If you're a responsible dog owner, you go around and you control your dog. And you make sure they're not doing anything stupid. It's the same thing at monkey business.
Same principle.
It's the same principle. It's a dog park for children.
It is. It's worse, though. It's much worse. I'm going to read you guys this.
We talked about that last night. You don't remember?
No. Freaking axe on the yoke. Before we get into the Nuggets, and we have a lot to talk about with the Nuggets, here we go.
We have one viewer. Sorry, tangent, viewer.
Okay, here it goes. This is the text thread between Liz and I while I was at Monkey Business.
Was that birthday party full go at that point?
Full go.
Is this Luna's?
No.
A Luna party?
No,
just a birthday party.
Birthday
Sophie
party.
Sophie and I left like as the birthday party was beginning.
Full go.
All right. Let's hear it.
All right, here we go. These are texts shared between my wife and I when she made me, I'll never forgive her, made me go to Monkey Business with Emerson and Luna. Harper's too old now.
Right.
Here's how I started. 11:28 a.m. This is stupid. Too many people. Emerson overwhelmed. Liz goes, I'm sorry. Do you want me to come get him? Nope, he's settling in. Lots of moms here. Liz goes, hey, you're mine. Don't let those hot moms start hitting on you. Thoughts on trying to get a hoagie at Nightingale? And I say, and I say, I like those thoughts. Perhaps we go there after the hockey game. The Nuggets game is recording, and also maybe on at Goat Patch. The hot grandma is the only one who has spoken to me. I am old. And Liz did laughing emojis. Emerson's the second tallest kid here to some girl. I bet she's 9. I've already had to help another child find their father. I would say a good quarter of these kids are crying.
Yeah. So many tears.
Yeah.
So many tears.
Like a good quarter of these kids are crying.
Liz goes, you're doing the Lord's work right now. And I go, a little girl just came up to me crying like I could solve all their problems. I have no idea what this group of 5 moms has been talking about for the last hour, but I do know they work out. And another lost kid. Some poor grandma has become the keeper, or grandpa has become the keeper of the door. I do not envy him. God thrust him into this position. I wonder what he has done wrong in life. There's a dad with slick black hair wearing a Mike Myers Halloween shirt and a camo jacket. That seems about right. Liz goes, are those moms wearing leggings or Lululemon? Did you solve the little girl's problem? And I said, they're all dressed in blue jeans, all of them. Yes, mommy found. The place is thinning out a bit. Leaving in 5 minutes. Insane. That sums up.
We were downstairs for a long time because Dorothy loves those cars. Then we went upstairs and Dorothy was just playing on one slide, and I just kept like leaning over and just staring at the masses of children coming in.
Yeah.
And then you hear this blood curdling cry. And I look down and the kid is stuck in like the high part. And you see that I look down, the dad, like we're not in shape, but he's bigger than we are. Looking up, trying to like calm the kid. Next thing you know, this poor man is trying to climb up to get to his dog.
So this is how mine started. I was like, I settled in. I didn't have a table because all the birthday parties took all the tables. So like my little corner on the railing, and this little girl just stares at me and goes, she's crying, and she goes, can you help me find my daddy? And I go, it's going to be okay. We'll solve this problem. What is your dad's name? His name is Tony. What does he look like? He has brown hair. And I'm like, oh, shit, I'm not going to find Tony. I go, what's your name? She's like, I'm Mikey. I'm like, all right, you're Mikey and your dad is Tony. I'm going to pass this responsibility on to someone else.
Who gets paid to do it.
Exactly. So I walked over.
Hey, monkey business guy.
I was like, monkey business lady. This girl Mikey over here can't find her dad Tony. What are we gonna do about it? And she's like, "Where'd Mikey go?" I'm like, "I have no idea."
That's what's on
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
You work here.
And so then on the loudspeakers, you go, "Mikey and Tony, please report to the monkey business counter or whatever." Yeah. She found her dad.
You're a problem solver.
Yeah. Yep. Found her dad.
All right. I was highly uncomfortable.
Monkey business
Well, being
sucks,
there.
dude. Monkey
Terrible.
business sucks.
Terrible.
It's awful.
Well, I'm highly uncomfortable with these Bones Highlands trade rumors.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
I am not. Let's proceed.
I'm a little intrigued with who we might be able to get from that.
Okay. So
Someone who plays defense.
right.
I mean, that would be a good move.
Someone who shoots more than 40% from the floor. That'd be fine.
Good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who passes the ball.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you guys been to a game?
Yeah, you guys been my city, baby.
Yeah. Brings energy.
He
Gets
does.
them going.
He does. He loves the fans, and the fans love him.
I think we're just sticking it
It's
out
a
there.
little
See,
early. A little early to trade Bones. Maybe next
He's
year.
got enough value right now because he's still young.
I say capitalize on that.
He is what he's going to be, and what he's going to be is chuck up deep threes.
What would you get for him? There's rumors about getting Nas Reed
Oh, okay.
and Kyle Anderson and giving up a first round pick for Nas Reed and Kyle Anderson.
I don't like giving
Nas
up
Reed
guys.
is a good backup center. He's young.
We do need someone better.
He could fill in, but the problem
Could have
is,
just kept Boogie Cousins, and we wouldn't have that problem.
here's the deal: we're not trading anyone, right? Are we really? Would we really?
I don't think we will.
I don't think so.
I think next year you would see it because, well, they want to, and when Tim and I were talking about this via text message the other day, they were looking at the whole reason why they would trade Bones maybe this year or next is because they want to extend Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
And they can't, we're already over the luxury tax.
So
just a little bit.
we have that almost $10 million in trade money that we can throw out at the team. So, like, if you put Bones and $10 million out in front of someone, I bet they. So, but I don't know what you get. Like, what do you get?
Yeah.
You want Bruce Brown,
All right.
is what you want, and you have him already.
Armchair GMs, what do you do? What would you do? What would you get?
You signed Bruce Brown.
Yeah, but who would you trade? What does a Bones Highland trade look like since you guys are willing to part ways with him?
It might be a teachable moment for Bones.
Right.
You know, maybe he feels like I played the most minutes as any rookie has ever played.
Yeah.
And he goes, you know, as a young guy, that might go to your head. And then you might start thinking you're playing above where you should be. And
You didn't play as many minutes as Emmanuel Mudiay.
I thought he did.
No.
Second to
Second
Moutier.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That's okay.
I felt like in the first quarter yesterday, he was playing hard. He was being smart with the ball. He even tried a little bit on defense. So maybe it's a chance for him to have that teachable moment to be like, you know what, if you're not going to do this, this, and this, we can just trade you. And if he truly loves and enjoys his time in Denver, then he can adjust his game. But he's also young enough to where you could trade him and get more value than necessarily what he'd be worth in the future.
In 2 years. Yeah.
Because if he doesn't adapt his game at all, he's just going to be a guy who comes off your bench who wastes possessions.
And he's not. We've compared him at times to like a Jamal Crawford. You know, like just a 6-man guy who can just heat it up. I don't know if he's that good. Let's just be real. His percentages say he's not that good. Can we think about this stat for one moment?
Okay.
He's shooting 43% from 3, but only 40 from overall field goal percentage.
You sure about that?
Yes. So if his overall field goal percentage is lower than his 3-point field goal percentage, that means his 3-point field goal percentage is driving up his overall percentage, which means he shoots like crappy from 2, right? Like he doesn't finish. I don't know. But
okay.
I
You
understand.
trade Bones, and I
he's excitable. I get that.
He also
like,
averages almost 14 points a game. Guys,
How many turnovers is the average?
that's a good point. Maybe 3.
I don't know. I'm asking this.
yeah, that's a question.
Good question. But, you know, prior to the Nuggets going on this run and getting better the last month, defensive and, I mean, offensive all that, is okay, if we trade him, where is the production going to come from on the bench?
It's a great question. I think we're in a little bit of a sticky wicket. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it might be much ado about nothing. You're probably right. We won't do shit.
we're not going to do anything yet. No, I don't think we'll
You
do
remember
anything.
your password for Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it's DD Pops. It's like the same thing that it always is. But yeah, I don't. All right, here's the deal. Is someone better out there to be like a 6-man for us than Bones? There has to be. But you're not going to trade a team that guy. It's just not going to happen. And
I knew I'd fucking jinx him when I bought this jersey. It's like I jinxed fucking Monte Morris.
yeah.
I enjoy Bones.
It's because I got it from China.
China.
He's frustrating, but he has potential.
I like Bones. Let me just tell you, I like Bones.
I like Bones.
I like Bones.
I do think if you're going to trade him, you'd have to do it now or next season before
we have to
yeah,
resign
because
him.
they're not going to resign him.
No.
If he doesn't adapt his game to who he is in the NBA, which he might not.
Right. I think we would all agree, and correct me if I'm wrong here, gentlemen. We would all agree that we'd rather have Bruce Brown than Bones Hyland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that says a lot right there. That says a lot right there.
It's funny because I think earlier in this year I said I'd rather have Bones than Michael Porter Jr.
Right.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. defensively, he's still frustrating, but he's starting to play a little bit of defense. He's starting to crash the boards. He'll boards from time to time, which is something he normally doesn't do.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
Big Bird.
Yesterday, I mean, he had 12 points. They
Kept
were all off of 3-pointers, and then he finally did a backdoor cut, and he had that easy layup.
Guess who didn't score though? Is Philadelphia was making their comeback.
Jokic?
That too, but also,
Jamal Murray?
No, that too, but no.
Casey.
Freaking no, dude. MPJ was nowhere to be seen in the
second half. And he played a great first half.
Yeah.
Considering everything he's been through, right now.
Yeah.
And he's not the most strongest mental fortitude kind of person.
Right.
But,
Well,
I mean, can you imagine what he's dealing with right now?
Oh no! I don't even want to imagine it.
Yeah.
Like imagine that. That's just awful.
So to come after taking that time off and
then
have that
fly
on your
to
mind,
Philly.
flying to Philly on your own,
Yeah.
getting there and playing like he did.
Yeah.
He played great. But you're right. He was nowhere to be seen in the second half when we needed him. They also kind of benched him a little bit longer.
They did.
Which is
They kept him
interesting. And that rotation at the end of the game
was
when
weird.
we weren't figuring out was really weird to me.
Weird. Me too.
I love Malone. I know it's so simple as people to criticize rotations and when you put players in and what. Like when we're only
jellyfish.
That 2-3 points. I'm like, where's Gordon? Where's Gordon?
I was wondering where Gordon was.
Why are they in?
Yeah, Gordon kind of disappeared.
Where was he? Why was Gordon not in?
It's funny because they all had 20 points. Maul had 20 points. Jokic had 20 points. Gordon had 20 points. And BJ had 20 points. You would think
that's a
we'd win that game.
Well, this game meant more to Philadelphia than it did to us. I feel like if we were actually trying to go out there and win that game, our players would have played a little bit more minutes. He had that same rotation. I mean, we were up. We were up 15 in the first half. We were up 15 going into the third quarter. It was frustrating to watch them come back and us not really fight. I felt like this was the first time in a while that I hadn't seen us actually like fight hard when another team's coming back. A few years ago when I was real pissed off and I talked about how like we play to the other team's standards and like we give up when teams start to come back on us. That's what happened in this 76ers game. While during that win streak, we were fighting all the way. So there's a lot of travel, there's a lot of games, but also Embiid wanted that more than we did.
I think if you look at that like a playoff series, that's that one game that they're going to get at home.
I was trying.
No.
While I was watching, I was trying to think if this were a series, how worried would I be right now? Right. And my worry would be minimal.
Right.
But I know we're diverting from the Bones conversation because that game is fresh in our minds.
He averages 2 turnovers a game.
So Bones, that's not bad.
Yeah.
And you can crown Embiid if you want to, but that dude turned the ball over like 6 times last night. And here's my concern. And it happens sometimes. And I don't know if it was a bad game for Jokic necessarily. Sometimes I feel like the moment overcomes him and he thinks too much.
I think he diverts.
I think he thinks too much.
Sometimes in those other big moments where like he had Tucker. We were down by 2.
Yeah.
He had Tucker on him.
Right.
In the post.
Yes.
And all he had to do was turn, seal, and go up. And he made like that weird pass, and then we turned the ball over. And I was like, dude, you had the matchup. Yeah. Everybody's waiting for you to score.
Right.
And you just kind of like, no, I don't want to.
You are right.
I mean, he did make the right play, and a lot of times we missed some open shots. That's why we lost that game, along with Embiid going off in the last 2 minutes.
Right.
It took Embiid scoring 47 points to beat us, though.
Yeah.
And he's a scorer.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's all Embiid does is score. Like,
and can we just?
Harden wasn't that much of a factor.
He was a factor. He hit a big 3, but
he's not. Harden doesn't shoot like he once did.
No, but here's my thing: is that going back to that idea of like if this was a series.
I also think
that one game does not concern me. I'm thinking as long as we have home court advantage, I'm thinking we win that series.
If that's a series, you're also going to see.
We're not going to see that as a series.
No. I mean,
it'll be the
Celtics.
Celtics.
It could be in the NBA Finals, but if that was a series, you would also see. I mean, Jokic covered Embiid almost the entire time.
Exactly.
Jokic was in the game,
right?
And then we threw other people at Embiid when Jokic was out of the game because of the way they did rotations. They did a lot of rotations where they took Embiid out early, and then when Jokic came out, they brought Embiid in. So Embiid was playing against Najee, which is smart on their end. But like at the end of the day, when you see that 47 points, I guarantee you the majority of those 47 points were against Najee and our backups, and not against Jokic.
Embiid didn't sit out, man.
But the thing is what I'm trying to get
to when Jokic was the first half.
He didn't play defense on Jokic. I also
think he did not.
He did not play defense on Jokic, and the few times he did, Jokic did what Jokic does. I also feel like if this is a 7-game series and that man's going off, you're throwing Aaron Gordon at him.
Probably.
And we didn't throw Aaron Gordon at him at all.
And Jokic is so smart. When they play him again, if he gets that same matchup again, if we get to play the Sixers again at home, which I think we do, right? Play everybody twice.
We get one more game.
Yeah.
I'll be like, Jokic is just so smart, man.
Yeah. He'll adjust to all that.
Everybody wants to jump off the Jokic into the Embiid shit for now. Good for you, because he'll get hurt and miss 3 weeks anyway.
He was questionable for the game last night.
Oh, and I thought it was hilarious. It came out of nowhere. I texted you guys. I was like, is he going to play?
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't think.
My brother was trying to make bets on DraftKings and shit, and you couldn't with Embiid because he was questionable.
Right.
So.
Frustrating game. But I do like it if we were to play them in a 7-game series.
We're not, though.
No, but I'm just, it's a hypothetical.
Yeah, that'd be a cool fight.
It's a hypothetical.
That would be a
fun
fun
there. That'd be cool.
7-game series, we win that, whether it's Philadelphia at home or us at home.
Yeah.
That's how I feel at the end of the day.
Me too. Watching that game.
Like I was saying, Aaron Gordon never really had his opportunity to get in there and bang with Embiid because Aaron Gordon's going to take Embiid off his game a little bit.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon takes everybody off their game a little bit.
Well, Embiid's not going to take Aaron Gordon off the dribble like Jokic.
Like he did Jokic.
Yeah.
But also, Embiid almost travels every single time he goes off the dribble.
That is delicious, brother.
It is. If you watch Embiid, he turns, takes a step, and he picks up his other foot all before he dribbles when he goes off the dribble. Yeah. When he took Jokic off.
I'm not.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
No, I understand.
I agree.
And
I'm not saying that's why we lost the game. We got outplayed in the second half.
I know you're not saying that.
Yeah. We got outplayed in the second half.
I was just so frustrated watching that game because I didn't want Embiid to have that moment where other people, particularly East Coast folk, can be like, "I'll see how much better he is than Jokic."
He's not better than Jokic, though. Who makes their team legitimately better?
Jokic makes his team better, obviously. Yeah.
The passing Jokic has done has encouraged, that's like a culture in Denver basketball now.
Right.
Everybody's looking, not everybody, the majority of the players are looking to pass.
They are.
Obviously, if they're open, they'll take their shots, but I
feel
like
to pass first.
We're more willing to pass than we have been in the past. And I think that's going to translate well come playoffs And so, it is what it is. I mean,
Jamal's getting triple doubles now.
Right? He is. He got a
Jamal's
triple
looking good, man. Jamal's looking good. And he's
His
back
mid-range
to
game.
he's back to his old self where he gets bumped and then he like plays on that like little bump for like the next quarter. He's like, oh, my elbow. I fell on my elbow.
Well, he did fall hard.
He did fall on his elbow.
Yeah, he did.
But if you watched it for the next like 5 minutes of the game, it was just, oh. And like he was still coming down and hitting the shots.
He likes to be tough. He likes.
Yeah, no, he's a tough dude.
But pre-injury, Murray did that same thing.
Right.
Like you'd be like, oh my God, is he hurt?
Yeah.
No.
It's like, no, he's toughing this shit out.
He's in some pain probably, but like your adrenaline's rolling, we'll be all right. He's sore.
He's got that mid-range fadeaway again.
I'm seeing him being more and more like pre-injured Jamal, and it's
isn't it fun?
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful, and we're gonna be deadly when it comes down to it. I mean, 76ers was one game, but we had like a 16-game home winning streak before we lost. We've won 10 of the last 13. We've lost 3 of the last 4. We're a good team, and we're dangerous.
Very good.
And we're leading the West, which speaks highly of our talent and what we can accomplish.
I mean, I keep saying it, Calvin Booth, GM of the year, man. If we stay where we're at.
Does he make a move and get rid of Bones and bring in like Naz Reid
back?
And we made it back.
We came full circle.
Does that help us?
20 minutes later.
Yeah. Does that help us? Does picking up Naz Reid for Bones Island help us?
I think the fan base and what people are saying is we need more front court depth. I like Najee, but it makes sense. Is DeAndre. I love him in the locker room guy. We've talked about. Certain instances, no. So yeah, I get the front court depth. If you lose Bones, you need to add more shooting as well.
You're gonna have to add someone who's gonna score.
I mean, the reason why I like Bones so much is in those times when we play these, it's more. I guess it's more during the season because I don't know if he's able to do this in a playoff game. He did a little bit in the Warriors game that we went to. Is just develop and create your own shot. Like be a shot creator, man.
Right.
Like he can do that. But you also I think you've nailed it, because once Will Barton left and we traded Will Barton, like he is the Will Barton. He's like the Jekyll and Hyde of like Nuggets fandom. I think a lot of people fucking Bones. I mean, there's so many times where in the game when you're watching, you're like, fucking Bones. What are you doing?
Well, the question.
He said it's only his second year.
Do you know what team?
But
that's why I have more.
What GM and what team would take him right off the bat?
The Timberwolves. Yeah. Absolutely. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just reading.
Yeah, no, Naz Reid is a Timberwolves.
Naz Reid, that's right. Sorry.
That's
Naz Reid, Kyle Anderson trade. I like Kyle Anderson.
I like them both.
Yeah.
If you do that, then we send. We just drop.
There's a rumor about that Najee would need to be included in that too.
And I think we do the money in Bones. Get Reid and
if you want Anderson, then
you
gotta
put Zeke. Yeah, put Zeke in there.
You need to put Zeke in there.
That'd be hard because then you're just trading Zeke for Reid.
I like Zeke, man.
You like that?
I like that.
It's very good. And Zeke,
I like it a lot.
Zeke when he hustles, which is most of the time, but when he hustles, he's a freaking.
I thought he had a good game yesterday.
I thought he did too. I agree. Yeah, man. I don't know. Shit. We're gonna trade Bones, aren't we?
Not necessarily.
I don't think so, man.
I would not want to trade him individually.
I guess I wouldn't be surprised. We don't know Calvin Booth. We haven't seen what.
I wouldn't want to trade him individually.
Calvin Booth wants to win a championship.
Yes.
And I don't think he sees Bones as being a part of that equation. I think Bones is at his best. I don't see him getting any better.
And even if he gets better, we're not going to be able to keep him.
Right, exactly.
No, we're going to have to sign Grizz.
No, I think that's what it is.
That's probably what he's looking at.
You're trying to get value for someone you can't keep.
Like these pieces, it's Murray, it's Jokic, and Gordon, and MPJ.
Mm-hmm.
In regards with like who we got locked up.
Yeah.
And then we want to try to to figure out ways to keep Brown and KCP. Outside of that,
you gotta keep both those guys.
You're moving around and mixing, and you're veteran minimums and rookie contracts and drafting with a guy like Christian Brown. Why you're going to be like, I'd rather keep Christian Brown right now because we need more defense in the playoffs, and I need what Bones is going to do. So maybe it's not so far fetched. And
I don't think it's far fetched. I think it's closely fetched, and I think
it's close fetched.
It's close fetched, and I think it's real. I honestly, the rumors are there, and let's take on a coach's standpoint for a second, because you guys have all been there. Bones is not exactly like proving to Malone that that he wants to be a part of this team, right? Like he walked off the freaking bench, dude.
Well, when Adelman was coaching, it was still the same thing.
It's the same thing, and he
wasn't getting minutes like he wanted, and I think Adelman did diverting a little bit. We digress, but hey, Adelman did great.
He did great.
Well, Malone was out.
Agreed.
And
3-0.
I think he showed his maturity there. Bones was a little frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Walked out.
I think
Adelman handled it crazy. Like, I don't know. I just knew he wasn't going to play the rest of the game because we were in our last 8 minutes of the game, and we were going with their stars. Yeah.
But you know who doesn't like that? Mike Malone. You think Mike Malone sees him walking off the bench with
not Adelman, but
dude, he's done.
Dave has the most coaching experience out of all of us, but we've all coached.
He's gone.
We all know, even if they're not our best player, we enjoy putting people out there who work hard.
Correct.
At the end of the day, I get it's a different generation. And the way coaching styles have changed since even when we played.
Very much.
I still feel like at times you got to get real with players.
Okay.
And whether that's in the heat of the moment or a sit-down conversation, that's up to you. I was always a heat of the moment type person. I guess I always was. I probably still would be if I coached. I don't see anything wrong with getting on a player a little hard from time to time, as long as you have those moments where you're connecting and bonding with them, because that's an important part of coaching, is building those relationships.
Sure.
And you need to be able at the same time call them on their shit and hold them accountable. And if Bones doesn't like that, then maybe he doesn't need to be part of our team, because Mike Malone doesn't like that kind of crap.
No, he doesn't like that crap.
He likes people who work hard. That's why Christian Brown played so many minutes so early on in the season when we had injuries and we were in the COVID policy, because that dude works his ass off.
Yes.
And Bones is talented. He is talented. And when he's on, there's almost nobody else I'd rather on the court besides probably Jokic and Murray have the ball when he's hitting his deep threes all the time.
It's transitional.
But
boom.
At the end of the day, if I was coaching and him just pulling up and shooting threes for no reason, that'd be very frustrating as a coach.
At the NBA level, yeah, because
I think at any level if he's not making them.
Correct. Yeah. But
it's a wasted possession.
Every time.
Like there was a late in the third quarter or the beginning of the fourth quarter, there were 2 times down where we were moving the ball. And
You're talking about the Sixers game?
Talking about the Sixers game. Yeah. And Bones chucked up threes. And there was still time on the shot clock to continue to work for a better shot. But he did it like 2 or 3 times in a row. Those are empty possessions.
It's like a turnover.
And it is a turnover. And it's an empty possession. And in that type of game where you're battling hard and you're playing good against a good team and you're working hard,
and you just slow down.
You can't have those empty possessions where you shoot a 36 foot, 3-pointer and miss it. Right. And Bones did that a couple times when we were starting to come back.
Right.
And things like that would be frustrating. And you got to use those as teachable moments to help the young kid out. But at the end of the day, I don't think
that's who he is. Like,
you gotta get on him. I'm just saying, you gotta get on him a little harder.
Well, that's who he is. That's Bones, though, man.
And that's why we gotta trade him.
And I think that
we need someone who plays defense and shoots the ball.
Does that fit into what we want to do? Do we want that guy who's gonna he'll get hot? Let's just be real. He'll get hot and spark
when he does, it's awesome.
But is that a consistent thing? It's a great question. I am 100% sure of something, and that is Booth is definitely. There's a reason Bones is reacting the way he has. Like, Booth has definitely like thrown his name out there to other GMs. Like, hey,
Yeah.
what do you guys want for
Cronkies
this?
are all
Yeah,
in here.
he's lightning in a bottle in regard to the offense,
Uh-huh.
and if you give him more minutes, maybe someone can harness that, and it works out for them.
Well, all I'm saying is I'm glad you bought your jersey from China, and not from like an actual legit source.
Oh, okay, but it looks nice.
It is nice, man. It is nice. Do you like it, the jersey, Timmy?
I like the new Mile High City shirt jersey, but hey, they've like Tim said, they won what 10 of the last 13. What's been okay to move off of the Highland stuff?
Sorry.
What has been your favorite part of this run that we've been going on, where we are now one in the West? We won 9 games in a row. Think of I know because it's been a while, right, since the bros have been talking about the Nuggies. What's been your favorite part of this little run here?
I really enjoyed the bros and the Nuggies. Go ahead. Yeah.
I think this has really nothing to do with what we were talking about. No, I'm joking.
I'm gonna go Bully. I don't like that question. We're gonna go where I want to go.
Even though I set it all up, you're just like, nah.
That's a good setup. No, I don't want to answer
Let's
that.
go
I
back to
want to
Nuggs.
talk about this.
Yeah. Can you believe the gas prices raised?
Sorry, I kid.
Yeah.
I enjoy the fact that, and a lot of them happened. For not last game, but before that, for the last 5 games, Jokic has had triple doubles. But I like how we're capitalizing. I like how we're capitalizing on Jokic's triple doubles. We're 15-0 when Jokic gets a triple double, and that's how many triple doubles Jokic has. So when Jokic gets triple double, we're winning, and it's a beautiful thing because he's sharing. And when he passed Alex English for most assists in Nuggets history, it's the first time I've ever heard him say, "I can be proud of that."
He's never
He goes,
said that.
That means my teammates like playing with me because I share the basketball.
Yeah.
He's won 2 MVPs. By the end of his career, he will be hands down the best passing big, if not the best big of all time. And I just really appreciated the fact that this season, and I think this is what helps push us to the next level, is that we're actually winning when he gets a triple-double
Right.
compared to previous seasons. And so that's what I've enjoyed the most over the little stint between the last Bros and Nuggs and now.
He's really separated himself in the MVP mix for sure. With what's going on?
Not after last night.
Yeah, whatever.
Sorry, man. Let's just be real.
Hey, go back and answer Will's question.
Okay.
We're all going to talk about Will's question. I made a joke. We laughed hard. I answered Will's question.
So I'm not allowed to, like, okay,
No.
whatever. All right.
No.
The triple doubles have been nice. Jamal Murray coming into form, like his true self, has also been nice. I like that we picked up gritty wins along the way. You know what I mean? Like there were games where you're like, old Nuggets would probably lose this, but new Nuggets, you felt like confident that they were going to do it. And Jokic has hit game winners this year, man. I mean, I know throughout his career he's hit game winners, but this year he's like,
That Orlando game winner was sweet.
It was awesome. He's hitting game winners. So I'm with you, Jokic, but the game winner stuff, I guess I can't talk about last night anymore.
No, go ahead.
All right, no, your turn.
No, your turn. I digress. Talk amongst yourselves.
What do you think, Dave?
No,
I would say this. I think it's a mixture of all of what you guys were talking about. There's been some awesome wins. I like without Jokic in our load management of Jokic to manage your load, if you will.
Hey, how do you manage your load?
Well, I am gonna go get Snip to manage my load. So
you better do that, bro. For
I'm
real.
about to. Yeah,
you don't
I'm
want
about
number 4. You fucking.
I was going to say I wash my clothes on cold.
But yeah, So
You'd have to ask Liz how I managed my
the
relationship.
Clippers win was awesome in LA.
Sorry.
That's gross.
That is gross. I'm joking.
It's gross. And I'm your brother.
Sorry. Yeah. Did that get weird?
Ugh.
I'm talking about my workload. Never mind.
Well, your workload sucks.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
man,
Sorry.
But you digress.
Proceed.
Proceed.
Clippers win was a great win.
Clipping is a win.
The Pacers, I know it's just the Pacers, but the Pacers win because Jamal had a triple-double. In that sequence, I don't know if you guys got to watch the Pacers game. That 3 dunk sequence was probably one of the coolest sequences I've ever seen. I jumped out of the couch and I was like, oh!
Two oops and a dunk.
Yeah.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
What was your favorite of those 3 dunks?
Probably the KCP.
The KCP
alley-oop.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah.
You're like,
I mean, the Brown one was good too, but the KCP alley-oop.
Yeah.
And then like
Jamal
was like,
yeah.
Like it was great.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah, you like kicked it there. It was awesome. That was really cool. And it's also been great that Memphis has been losing.
Oh, dude.
Helps our little movement here.
Hold on, these guys are assholes.
They're 0-3 since Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, this is Shannon Sharp incident. Dylan Brooks is a piece of shit.
He is, dude.
He's a
I hate saying that because at one point in my life I was like, Dylan Brooks, man, I kind of like that dude because he's a dick.
Maybe it's one of those same guys who go, I love him on my team, don't they?
Right.
Like very Draymond Greenish kind of thing.
I'm not even certain.
But not even then. Like,
I don't like.
Well, he's all like, who's Shannon Sharp? He's just some guy. I'm like,
he's a Hall of Famer.
He might be the greatest tight end of all time.
He might be the best tight end that ever played the game.
Maybe the best tight end.
Imagine if he played nowadays. Like, if you took Shannon Sharp and put him into, like...
He had to actually run block.
Yeah, he had to run block.
Consistently.
In our offense, yeah.
And then
in the West
pop
Coast?
out into the flats to get the balls and then go down the...
To get the balls, and then you go down the
field. Screw Skip Bayless.
Catch the passes.
Not Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
Who does he do his show with?
Yeah, Shannon Sharp.
Who does Shannon Sharp do his show with?
Skip Bayless.
Skip Bayless. I fucking hate that guy. I hate that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hates him too.
Well, Skip Bayless told Shannon Sharp that he ain't shit. And he's a 3-time Super Bowl champion and a Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah.
And Skip Bayless is an old white guy.
Yeah. Did you see that fan, what was the last Memphis game? But he showed up courtside in the Shannon Sharp jersey.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I just talked
That is
shit.
awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
All of Denver should do that.
Yeah, right. If Memphis comes back,
do an
everyone's
orange out.
orange
Shannon
out. Sharp jerseys.
We don't wear orange.
Well,
we're all
going down there. You know there's going to be Sharp jerseys when they come.
Oh, for sure. Multiple Sharp
There'll be a
jerseys.
chance.
Like, Shannon, you want to come to the
Shannon, you want to go to the
Yeah,
game?
right. Do you want to sit courtside? Yeah.
Shannon, come to the game, Shannon.
Yeah.
Shannon, please.
Shannon.
Shannon.
I talked to Shannon Wagner on it.
Have you guys seen, and I want to talk about this because I think it's hilarious, is LeBron James and his pity party after not getting that call last night?
Oh, he always has a pity party.
What
Against
call
the
did
Celtics.
he
You
get?
haven't seen this?
First off, I saw
have
it.
not seen
Yes, I saw this. He's 6'8", strong as fuck, and you're gonna let that little arm swipe that was a foul keep you from making a layup?
I missed it, but what's going on?
He got fouled going up for a game-winning layup, and they didn't call it.
Oh, by the way, it was overtime too, so they didn't lose
Who
the
were they
game.
playing?
The Celtics.
Oh, they
On
lost?
rivalry week. Yeah, they lost because they couldn't handle their shit because they didn't get a call.
He went up for
overtime. You could just be like, all right, dude, we're good. It's 105 to 105. We're got OT.
Right.
Instead, they completely crumbled. The Celtics won, and then they just kept on focusing on that foul. And the reason why they lost is because of that foul. And Lakers fans jump on that like
his
like
arm
Was it in LA or in
It was in Boston.
His arm didn't even move that much because that man is big and
You
strong.
gotta watch his reaction.
Watch
It's probably one of the first reactions.
Does he lose his shit?
Oh yeah, he loses it. He like just
he pulled an Emerson.
He goes full Emerson.
yeah, he goes full Emerson.
He goes
I'm gonna
full
break this
Emerson.
door.
Yeah, he broke a door.
Yeah.
He's gonna break a door.
He just went on into his knees in the middle of court and he just goes this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and everybody's like patting him on the back. It's okay. And then you knew they were gonna lose that game because
of that reaction.
Yeah, because you can't be like, all right, I get it. You're all fucked up now.
Yeah,
I'm LeBron James.
Now I'm gonna
kick your ass in fucking overtime.
Right.
Nope.
That's never been LeBron's
And you
attitude.
lose. And then you lose, and then you just that's the narrative.
That's
We
not-
got cheated.
Right.
Now, if you were down by one, You didn't get that call?
Different story.
Maybe I get it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But you went into OT. Game not over.
All right. So
I've seen players get hit harder and make that layup. And LeBron's a big, strong dude. I still don't understand
He's a
how.
big, strong dude.
Like you're 6'8", probably like 250, solid muscle. How are you not making that layup? Because it wasn't like he grabbed his arm and pulled it down. LeBron was still able to do the finger roll
we can
motion.
do that. We can do that.
He hit him.
Yeah.
He slapped his arm.
He hit him.
He slapped his arm.
He hit him. It was a foul.
He should have still. It was a foul, but in my eyes, LeBron being LeBron should have still been able to make that layup.
No, I just think it's funny because
No,
they went into overtime. Oh, then Pat Bev gets a technical.
I hate Pat Bev.
And he comes out with a camera to the ref and shows him with a camera, and the ref goes, "No." Oh, and then you screw yourself immediately in overtime. You're dumb.
Pat Bev brought a camera out?
Yeah, you gotta watch it, man.
I missed
You haven't seen this?
No, dude.
You were drinking at Axe Note.
Yeah,
That's
Pat
what
Bev brings the camera out with the picture in the little frame and shows it to the ref.
Are you serious?
And the ref just goes,
Oh, God.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Go ahead.
You want to go this route?
You want to go start overtime, like down 2 and then have the ball?
Right.
Cool. You guys are so dumb, Lakers.
What a disaster.
And then every Lakers fan just jumps on it.
The Lakers
LeBron,
are a disaster. It's beautiful.
It is
me.
beautiful.
We never get the calls. Darvin Ham, the coach.
LeBron, the LB is always standing for 2 words in my mind. Little bitch. He's always been a crybaby. He's always complained when things didn't go his way. But he was the face of the NBA, so that worked for a while. But the face of the NBA is younger, and it's Serbian. And
it's Serbian.
It's international, man. It's Serbian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was freaking. It was hilarious. In my eyes, I was like, LeBron, in my eyes, LeBron was going for the foul and not to score. Because I honestly believe if LeBron was going to score, regardless if he's fouled or not, he could make that layup. Because it was like, was it Tatum? Kind of just threw an arm out there. Kind of like, You're going for the foul, not the win.
I just think it's funny that he just lost.
He doesn't have the killer instinct he's never had. Plus, he ruined Space Jam. Dick.
Yeah, the original Space Jam is so good. I don't know, man.
I never watched the new one. I refuse to.
It's not good.
No, I don't know.
Well, I watched it, but
That sucks for you.
I had to.
Well,
Kids.
yeah, exactly. And do you know who my kids recognize on the television? LeBron James.
It's a bummer, man.
They can recognize LeBron James.
LeBron.
Yeah.
Lay bitch.
All right. So we've had a good run. We're in first in the West. Memphis has been losing as well.
Going back home.
And we get to go home for a little stretch here. Not like
We get the Pelicans again.
our big home stretch is over. So are
We
we?
should have another one with how many road
No, I
games
just-
in the first half.
but like
No, the
really
giant-
big home stretch.
Yeah. So and we
Don't
took
we have more home games the rest of the season than we do road games?
yeah, but that's because of the last like 10 games, 13 games. What I'm trying to say is now the schedule evens out
We
again.
evened out because we finally got
Yeah,
a home team.
we got that home team.
Mhm.
Which catapulted us to first. But now, where do you see us landing? Where do you guys see us landing?
You know, I'm looking at the rest of the schedule, and it's not too bad.
I originally said we'd be 2 to 4.
Yeah,
If we're
I
not
said
2,
4.
it's disappointed.
I think
I think
top
we're
2.
1.
Yeah.
Based on how we played,
Here's the schedule.
hold on. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Schedule looks all right. I mean, we got a big road trip in April.
you're always gonna have road trips.
I'm just looking at these games, and I'm not like.
I think we can
you never know
finish
in the
one.
NBA. You never know.
You never know in the NBA. If we stay healthy, we're number
Right.
1. And I think home court advantage has always been important to Denver teams. So if we can lock that in,
That double
1-2. I mean, I'd love to be 1, but we're definitely 1-2. We're a better team than Memphis, and I get that's the team we're kind of hammering it out right now. But I think we're a better team than Memphis.
Agreed.
So I really want us to get that number 1. It's weird to me, like during that stretch, and like I didn't watch ESPN today because I knew they were going to be sucking Embiid's dick. But prior to that, I've bitched my entire life about ESPN's coverage in the Nuggets to the point where I found it weird watching ESPN and them talking about the Nuggets and Jokic.
Right.
Like, I was like, holy shit, they just spent 5 minutes talking about Jokic and the Nuggets. They spent 7 minutes. I'm like, holy crap. Like, even back when we had Melo, we didn't get that.
Right.
I mean, we're a formative team, and we're going to whoop some ass.
I am the schedule's interesting. It's not awful, but there are a lot of road trips coming up again at the end.
They're dicks. The NBA's
Yeah. So we're going to have a 3-game stretch road trip. Then we have 5-game stretch road trip in March.
I saved this little.
We have to end on a 3-game stretch road trip.
I saved this little. It's from the score. The Nuggets, Jokic, KCP, and Aaron Gordon are combined plus 1,024 this season. Jokic is plus 367. KCP is plus 352, and Gordon is plus 305. They are the 3 highest plus minuses in the NBA this season.
That's a great
stat. That was during this winning streak that we've been on in this 10 of 13. We have the best plus minus.
If I got to ask you guys, because I know my answer. Who scares you in the West in the playoffs?
I don't want to play the Warriors first round.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't want to play the Warriors first round.
I'm like, I don't want to play them in the first round.
But we play the Warriors. Are we better than the Warriors?
I think so, but I don't want to play them in the first round again because that's the championship pedigree team.
But what if we have home court?
Yeah, I mean,
they're gonna.
That's a little bit different than last year, obviously.
If we're the 1 seed, I'll say now.
Just don't want to play them in the first round.
If we're the 1 seed, we are not playing the Warriors in the first round.
Well, I don't know.
Because I think the Warriors will make up.
Where are they right now?
I hope so.
The Warriors will make up that ground.
I hope so.
No, like 6 through 12 in the Western Conference is just like 4 games or 3 games apart. It might be 7 through 12.
If the playoffs started today, Timmy,
we play the Warriors.
That's right.
But the playoffs do not start today. Look at that. They're number 8 right now. They're going to climb in the standings now that Steph is back.
Yeah, and they're healthy.
They're healthy. They're going to climb up.
You're right.
We're not playing them in the first round if we're the number 1 seed. I guarantee it. If we're the number 2 seed, we might face them in the first 1 seed. We will not face them.
Well, that means I don't think they'll be in the playing tournament.
No.
I'm hoping
right now they are, but
but we got a lot of basketball left.
I know, but not a shit ton. We're over halfway through the season.
What kind of ball there?
The Pels with Zion kind of. I don't want first.
Oh, I'm not worried about the Pelicans. But okay, can the Suns beat the Warriors in that like playing tournament? Yeah,
they need to figure it out, man. Suns
are struggle bus right now.
Yeah.
Can the Mavs beat the Warriors?
No, the Mavs suck. The Mavs
maybe.
The Mavs have.
Who knows what's going to happen? We got to think trade deadline too. Like what?
Can the Jazz beat the Warriors?
Runs,
Can the Jazz beat the Warriors?
The Warriors are not going to be in the play-in, man. It's key for us to come out number 1 so we don't face them early.
I think what you're saying is you see the Warriors moving up because they're only a game and a half back from the 4 seed.
Yes, they're moving up.
Tight. So the West is so tight.
The West is tight. The first 2 teams have a little bit more of a gap than 3 through 8.
Correct.
But I see with the Warriors being healthy, I see them going up because they're a damn good team. They get the calls from the refs. They have not 1, not 2, but they have 3 legit 3-point shooters.
Right.
They're going to go up. As long as we're the number 1 seed, we do not face them in the first round.
You don't see that happening.
No.
You think they'll move up? They'll move up to like the.
I could see them being a
5 or 4.
4 or 5, yeah.
Maybe even 3.
Maybe.
Because the Kings are at 3. Isn't that crazy? The Kings are at 3.
Kings will falter.
Isn't that crazy?
Like the beam.
All right. Well, when you look at the Western Conference, here we go. Let's have at it.
Okay.
Are we better than the Grizzlies?
Yes.
I think so.
I think so as well.
The Clippers are 4.
Are we better than the Kings?
Yes.
Yes.
Even though they beat us.
Yes, we're better
Yeah,
than
but
the
we
Kings.
didn't have everybody.
Okay,
including
you're
Kings.
right. We're better than the Clippers.
We're
right?
better. We beat the shit out of the Clippers.
Are we better than the Pelicans?
We're better than the Pelicans.
The Pelicans scare me a little bit.
Why?
With Zion.
No.
No.
Explain why. You can't just say Zion.
Zion and Brandon Ingram.
Brandon, yeah.
And they got what's his face?
Alvarado kills us.
Alvarado kills
the guy
us.
that played for Portland.
McCollum.
Yeah.
I think they're built.
McCollum's been a Nuggets killer.
And Larry Nance, they got depth.
That
The
could be
Pelicans
trouble.
have more depth than I think a lot of other teams.
Those first 3, no. Pelicans could be trouble. I think we're better.
That's my opinion. I think the Pelicans are going to be.
The
The
Warriors-
Pelicans are tough.
What are you looking at? Right now, we play the Mavericks.
I'm looking at the standings, bro.
Too. How are the Warriors 8?
It's so hard to say. Like you
What
gotta.
standing are you looking at?
It's so much easier to guys. We gotta
Look at
reevaluate after the trade deadline. Who's going to make moves? You know. After the trade deadline, then it's a lot easier to say, okay, this is the team they're going with.
We're better than the Timberwolves, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're better than the Mavericks, right?
Yeah.
Do they scare you?
Mavericks? No.
I think it's just anything in a series a little bit because everybody loves Doncic. And
They love
and
Doncic, but
he
that's-
can go to the line.
That's all they have is Doncic. They doesn't have any help.
So we're better than the Suns.
Right now. Yeah, but
They
can get it
their
going.
act together.
they can get their act together with Booker and CP3 and Aiden.
The Warriors
Aiden
scare
doesn't
me the
want to be
most.
there.
And CP3's old.
Warriors scare me the most.
We're better than the Jazz.
Yeah, I think it's Warriors.
It's just the Warriors. That's the one team you don't want to
It's
see.
the Warriors, man.
It's the Warriors followed by the Pelicans.
The Warriors.
Yeah,
But the Warriors,
Pels.
they're the champions, man. You got to dethrone them. And until you dethrone them, you've got to.
On the East side is just the Celtics, right? They're the only ones who make you a little nervous.
I don't think Brooklyn has any depth.
No, they don't.
Yeah, probably like the Celts.
So we are one of the best 3 teams in the NBA right now.
How we were looking at it, yeah.
Us, the Warriors, and the Celtics. That's it? That's it?
Do the Lakers bother you guys at all?
No.
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 Celtics are 36 and 15. What are we?
No.
Are we 36
Nah,
and
Bukiti.
16? What is our record?
35 and
34 and 16.
Is that where we are?
Well, what I'm trying to say here,
The Celtics are 36 and 15,
and we're 34 and 16.
and we've beaten them. 76ers are 32 and 16, and we will beat them again at some point, hopefully. The Western Conference, Celtics are nerve-wracking. I feel like we can take the 76ers. I feel like if everybody's healthy, the Bucks would be interesting.
I would be fucking ecstatic if we made the NBA Finals, guys.
Oh, do you know who's not trying to run shit at camp when the NBA Finals come around?
I mean, Dave.
Yeah, exactly.
Which means we have to bring mom and dad out of retirement.
Yeah, we gotta bring them out. Do you guys know?
Mom,
we're gonna get one of those games. We're gonna go.
We're going.
If not, then I'm just going to Denver and watch.
No,
it.
exactly. I will be in
I will
Denver.
buy nosebleed, and my child
Yeah.
will not go to college.
Correct. Yeah.
Why did I go to college? The Nuggets for the NBA.
I guess we're in the NBA Finals. Yeah, absolutely. I am going to a Finals game.
Yep.
And if there's a chance that we seal
You
the
know what
deal,
we capitalize
I will
on?
be in Denver that night.
You know what we capitalize on, guys? Is we buy season tickets at the end that
Right.
come with playoff tickets.
Correct. And we'll combine it together.
We'll just randomly
We
buy
haven't
3
gone to a
tickets.
game yet together this year, guys.
No,
We
we
got to
haven't.
figure that out. Got to figure that out.
Well, you guys are good at making promises.
Get that. Damn, I have fulfilled a lot of promises to you, other than a Nuggets game.
What do you want me to get?
No, have a blood and honey, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There's one in the box.
No, I'm going to drink one of Will's. Will?
They weren't selling 12 packs of blood and honey. In
Why
the
not?
bottle.
What's the problem?
I don't know. So that's why you got 6. I bought myself 6 cans and 6 bottles.
Do you think Mom and Dad will be pissed when we leave?
Dad will be. Mom will understand.
Because
Mom will be mad too because I don't know.
It's the middle of summer.
Middle of summer.
We're gonna have to make sure we've trained our counselors like perfect. You know what I mean? There's no such thing.
As much as you can train a college kid. Fucking A. They've got like 3 things on their mind.
And what are those things, Timmy?
It's a male. Booty, booze, and money.
Okay, and if it's a female?
Oh, man, I don't know, man. How do females think? I'm not having conquered that one.
Probably
They're thinking
booty
They're probably thinking at least money and booze
and booty.
and whatever else happens. I don't know our girl. We got quite a few guy counts.
Is this fine?
Do we need to bring Liz down for this conversation?
No, I don't want to have that conversation with Liz in front of her.
Why?
I like to make things awkward.
Well, what?
Will's fine, man.
What do girls think about in college?
I mean,
They're so the boys.
Dude, come on, man.
The boys.
I've been
Boys.
done with it my whole life.
This is the
bro.
order.
right.
This is the
Get out of
order.
here.
How long have
Yeah.
we been together? Like,
Not as long as Will and I have.
that's
Remember
true.
that. Mother Goose, motherfucker.
Mother
Go
Goose.
deeper.
Mother Goose, motherfucker.
Boys.
Deeper.
So used to it.
Boys. We go much deeper.
How deep do you guys go?
Deep.
Balls deep.
Right.
Boys think booty, booze, money. Women think money,
Money,
booze.
booze, booty. It's
That's
just different.
They think of that.
The priorities are different.
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought there was something else about nuggets I wanted to mention, but I don't know.
Oh no, there's like 800 things I wanted to talk about, but I can't anymore.
I kind of briefed on it a little bit, but I thought Tim would go off on about load management. I was really hoping to get all pissed off about load management.
I'm okay with them managing their load.
I think it's great. You got me too, because the Grizzlies have been losing. They lost 5 straight, and that's what I was trying to
What do
tell
you
Tim. I
think,
was like,
Timmy?
it's all good, bro. He's like, I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Tired of this shit, you guys.
Yeah. What are they doing? Why are they playing Jokic every minute of every game?
No, you rest the man, but you understand that he's the core of your team, and you can't just continue to sit him out. Load management is a load of shit. I'm sorry.
I think it's affected his ability to play
Jokic,
well the last couple of games because
Jokic was playing.
He's a rhythm guy.
He was playing lights out, and he was in a hell of a rhythm.
He was in a rhythm.
And now we load manage him, and now he comes in, and he's a little rusty. And I'm sorry, he's rusty, and he still almost has a triple-double.
Right.
But the thing is Jokic, like Will was saying, he's a flow type of guy. Like he feels it, he continues it going, and he's not a type of guy you can load management. Like it's not. I get there, people. I don't know. I've always hated load management. The Nuggets have never had to do it, nor have we ever done it, and now we're doing it, and it makes me.
We've never been so good that we get to.
Yeah, and I think it's sad because I do understand now. Like,
yeah, now it's Popovich. His influences.
I mean,
and Malone's like, you gotta.
Yeah.
Pop's like, hey.
But you know, Jokic doesn't want to do it. Jokic wants to play, and I think you let Jokic play. And I think Jokic's load management should be different than your average Joe load management. He's a 2-time MVP. He's bringing people to the seats, home and away.
Yep.
You suit him up and you play him. And if you want to load manage him, you restrict his minutes. I don't like load management. Never have. That's why I don't think LeBron is the greatest basketball player ever, because he's been load managed since the day he came to the NBA.
Right.
I don't know how I feel about it all.
People used to bang, dude. Like load management. Like I get Pop brought it up when he was winning all his championships with the big 3 in San Antonio. But
San Antonio.
yeah.
Ha!
In
San Antonio.
I think it's dumb, man.
San
Like,
Antonio.
NBA tickets are expensive. Like, people are paying a lot of money to go to these games to see players play them. And if you want to load manage them, you gotta let them. You gotta play them somewhat, and then just sit them down.
They're not paying as much money as they used to. Ticket sales have gone down
In the NBA,
across the
probably
board.
because of load management.
Well, not just the NBA, just like tickets in general for sporting events have gone down. It's like one of the things. It's an
Inflation.
It's an anomaly in
They're
our.
cheaper than they used to be.
Yes,
Inflation.
it's an anomaly in our market.
That's discretionary income, man.
Nosebleed.
When
Yeah.
you take away people's ability to use discretionary income,
Recreation
they don't come out of that.
goes down.
Fucking inflation.
Rec hates. Ooh. First thing to go is recreation when the economy's not good.
I looked at the Nuggets game just to see what I could buy tickets for like 2 days ahead of time on my Game Time app. You can get tickets for $9 to a Nuggets game.
Up high?
You're up high.
No,
All right, man. Let's figure it out.
I wanna
My
smell
birthday's
this-
coming up.
I want to smell the sweat.
Your birthday's coming up. Let's do it.
I want
Let's
to
go.
smell the sweat.
Let's get some tickets. Let's pick a Saturday or Friday night game.
Smell some sweat.
Let's go do it.
Do you guys want to go to the tourney with me?
I already told you yes.
First and second rounds?
You told me
It's gonna
first
be at,
round.
it's gonna be at ball.
Pepsi's. Yeah.
You told me first round and second round you were taking Liz. We had
Is
a
that what I
great
said?
conversation last night.
wait, I said
Man, you
that.
don't remember, Rob.
Yes. I could be lying about all this, but I'm not. We had a beautiful conversation. I'm laughing. Enjoying
I'm
myself.
laughing. I'm having fun.
He's like, my brother's a little drunk.
Axe and Oak, man. The Axe and Oak.
He's like, do you want to come to the tourney with me tomorrow?
Yeah,
Or not
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Do you want to come with me to the tourney? I was like, yeah. He goes, oh, shit. Well, I got to take Liz to the second round. But okay, I'll go do the first round.
I made all that shit up.
I'm like, take Liz to the second round.
I'm gonna
Well, I'll go
the
to the
first.
first round with you.
Well, we're going.
I'd love to.
Do you want to go?
Or throw, we win in March.
No, I don't.
The 17th is the first round.
Yeah, I got soccer practice going on. I'm good.
I
You
should be
can't
good.
go?
No, I'll go.
I should be good to go.
I'll like, hey, I can't run a practice that day. I don't know. I'm gonna get my balls snipped. I don't know when that's gonna happen.
When's that going to happen?
I don't know. I'm gonna try to schedule that out too.
Have you done yours yet?
No, I'll do mine after the song.
I suggest Dr. Bong.
Dr. Bond.
Dr. Bong.
Well, I
He's
don't-
not what you imagine.
I didn't get to pick Dr. Bond, so
You don't get to pick
You don't
your
get to pick who-
urologist.
you don't-
no, I
Who
went
sniffs
to
your
someone
balls?
else. I didn't know. Didn't have this conversation with Dave about, hey, I really like Dr. Bond. He can snip your balls real good.
Oh, I will be.
Dude,
You have a
Dr.
different
Bong
doctor
was
than
awesome.
Dave, and Matt has a different doctor than Dave. I will get the best. That's what I'm going to do.
Dr.
I'll
Bong.
wait for you. I'll see how much pain you're in and find out.
Hold on. It's already scheduled.
No, I'm scheduling it tomorrow.
Just don't schedule it for that week where we're going to the tourney.
You got to be able to walk, man.
Right.
I have to get mine out.
I will see when I can schedule it. But I won't schedule it.
The
Ideally, I was going to
17th.
schedule on the first and second round and sit on and watch some basketball and sit on my nuts, but maybe not.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
How about schedule it for the
Third and fourth.
third and fourth
I
round?
don't-
That's Sweet
I
16.
don't know. We'll see. We'll see when there's availability.
Mine will be in the fall.
2's good for you. You're good after 2.
2 and done, man.
Yeah, dude, I wish I was
Good
there.
for you.
Yeah.
2 and
Good
done.
man.
Smart move.
Smart man.
It's a pact I made with my wife.
Yeah.
There's 2 of us. When we die, we will not add it to the population.
Even though it's going down.
Let it go down, man. We're killing this planet. We can't afford more.
Even if it's another girl.
It's done, dude. It's done. Whatever it is it is. I'm not having 3 kids.
Yeah.
I'm not having 3 kids. I'm not playing the zone.
What are you gonna name the girl?
No idea.
Definitely a girl.
We're terrible at names.
No, you're not.
What about righteousness?
What do you mean you're terrible at names?
Charity?
We had 0 names going into the first child's birth. We had a boy name, and that was it.
What was that?
It was going to
Tim
be
Jr.
no, it was going to be William Allen Graff.
William. Oh, Bill.
Yes,
Yeah,
we were
yes.
going to call him Billy.
We were gonna call him Billy.
Yep.
Well, it sounds like you have a name for a boy then.
No, I can't have a Bill and Dorothy.
Yeah. It's not.
Sorry,
gonna be
like,
Bill. You're
Dorothy-
right. He can't. He can't do
You can't have a
that.
Bill and Dorothy.
Yeah, he can't.
You can't have a Bill and Dorothy.
No, we can't do that.
Why?
Dorothy
Well,
was on my wife and my side. There's
Yeah.
no Bill on my
She's
wife's
gonna have
side.
more on her side this time, probably, regardless of
Charity?
gender.
No, I don't want her to. Though you're giving me names to set up a girlfriend to be a stripper.
Mercedes.
No.
Sapphire.
What? Yeah. What is your birthstone?
Emerald?
Yeah. Emerald.
And the guys, see, and the bam, Emerald, bam, there you go, bam.
Sophie, I'm good at names. She throws them at me. I go, I don't know.
On the plane ride back from Dallas, Fort Worth, I sat next to, so it was only a 4-seater, like across.
You have to sit by yourself.
I got to sit by myself, but I sat next to this fucking awesome dude.
Talker?
Yeah, we were both talkers.
Oh, were you? I always throw my earbuds in instantly.
So the point where we got hushed by the flight attendant, she was like, "You guys, you're gonna have to not talk so loud." But we talked the whole way back, 2 hours straight, whole way. It was fun. All right, what do you guys think?
Go Nuggies.
Go Nuggies, man.
Gotta pay.
I can't say me too. I got to pay. My
Um,
wife was asking me about dinner, so that's why. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. What are you gonna do for dinner?
Taco Bell.
No way. What are you doing for dinner?
I have no idea. I'm a defeated man.
What are you gonna do?
My wife's cooked some.
What's you cook?
There's much. There's a lot of vegetables.
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 I love
I
the
cooked some
vegetables.
chicken last night, so I'll throw some chicken on the vegetables.
Right.
And add some hot sauce. Do we beat the Warriors this week?
Yes.
That'll be a good
Is it home or away?
rebound game. It's home.
We win.
It's on Tuesday.
We win.
Wait, no, we play.
Tuesday.
Yeah, we play the Pelicans Tuesday, and then the Warriors Thursday.
Then we
Both at home.
Then we go to Minnesota.
Then we go to Minnesota for a double.
No. Yeah, Minnesota. Then they come in back.
Oh,
and forth.
okay. Yep. Back and forth.
So 3 out of the next 4 at home.
Wins 3 or 4,
So we're gonna win 3 out of 4.
if not 4 or 4.
So we beat
So we play the Pelicans. We play the Warriors. No, we play the Hawks at home.
so the Hawks.
The Hawks.
We play at the we play the Pelicans at home.
Yep.
Yes.
Then we play the Warriors at home.
At home.
Then we play the Hawks at home.
Yep.
And then on the 5th, so the 4th, 5th is a back-to-back. We play at
That's
the
the
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves.
And then we play the Timberwolves at home on the 7th.
So 4 out of the next 5 are at home.
I hope.
That's a good sign.
Let's do it.
3 out of 5. I'm gonna say we win 3 of those.
So then we go on a mini road trip that looks not too daunting. Magic Hornets Heat. The Heat will be tough.
Yeah, a little Florida, a little Southeast road trip.
Magic Hornets Heat.
Magic's is good. Team.
Magic will play us hard. Yeah.
Yeah, Magic's getting there.
They're like Magic is like our
Well, Magic can
developmental-
beat anybody in the NBA, man. It just depends.
Love you, bro.
All right.
Can't hold it anymore.
Hey.
All right, bros on Nuggs Nation. Thanks for
Peace
hanging
out.
with us.
Yeah. We'll see you guys on the flip side.